Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, this is Mike with TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on your purchase of your Jayco 381DL QS Northpoint fifth wheel. You guys picked a really cool unit. I'm here to walk you around it, show you how to use a few things, get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite. First thing I want you to take into consideration, your slides. You have a slide on your campsite, and over on your off campsite, you got a couple of slides. So park accordingly so your slides can come out, in or out without being hindered, preferably nothing hanging directly over them. Once you got your slides out, once you've got that room, also think about where your power and water are. Your water is going to be up here on your off camp side, or the driver's side of your tow vehicle. And then your power is going to be all the way at the rear on your off camp side. So park accordingly so that you can utilize the facilities. Our hitch man is going to go over our hitch work with you. Show you how to undo that hitch, fifth wheel hitch. Inside here, inside your panel door here. Inside your panel door here is your auto leveling system. You can bring them down individually. Or set and hold this. Hold both of these on to turn it on. See your green light, so you can bring them individually, or you can just hit auto level and it's going to automatically level your unit for you. When you're leaving, you can hit your retract all, hold the hitch. Other instructions are right there. Once you got our unit level and stable, we're going to go ahead and hook up our power and water. Again, your power jack is going to be on the back here. 50 amp service. At the end of your 50 amp service, you have a 50 to 30 dog ball. And then if you need, you can go from 30 to 110 with this. I just wouldn't recommend running fireplace and AC at the same time. Running on 110. Got our power hooked up, let's hook our water up. So come up here to your docking station. Jayco's made it pretty easy here. All your instructions are right here. Most of the time at campsites you're going to be hooked up to city water. Turn accordingly. White that way, blue down, left to the right, green and red up. Once you have it hooked up the way it says on city water, you take your water pressure regulator. This water pressure regulator is going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines in your unit. You always want to use this when putting fluid into your unit. Hook up to the city water connection, hook your hose up. But before turning on your water, come right here to your right, open up your hot water heater. And we're just going to make sure our drain plug's back in. You may have left this out from last time you were camping. So go ahead and put your drain plug back in. Make sure it's in secure. Then you can go ahead and turn on your hose. After your hose has been on for a little while, you're going to pull on this pressure release valve. That's going to let air out of the lines until you got a nice steady flow of water coming out of here. Then you know your hot water heater is full and you can light it from indoors. Now should you be using potable water, if you're dry camping, you just set it the way it is up here. To the left, both of these down, both of these up. You match up. Go ahead and put your potable water in right here in the same area. Just remember, whenever you're using potable water or dry camping, you're going to want to turn on your water pump. There's the switch right there. Only use your water pump if you're using potable water. Alright, we've got our water and electricity hooked up. Let me walk you around the unit, show you a few other things. Up top you do have a spray port here for this hose to hook up to and spray things off. Again, all your instructions are here for different settings. Cable, satellite, and auxiliary hookup. City water connect. Black tank flush, which we'll talk about when leaving the campsite. Solar on the side. There's the solar panel. This is prep for solar, so you can plug in a solar panel here and it'll trickle charge your batteries. Your water filter and your black and gray tank handles. There is an area down here that you can open up to run your hoses down so you can keep this cabinet closed. To the right of that, your furnace heat release. If you're running your furnace, steer clear of that. It'll get rather warm. Your hot water heater. Slides. I will mention on your slides real quick, these are called wipers. They do have what's called a wiper fluid. It keeps these nice and viable. That's what you want on those. You want them not to dry up on you. Around the unit, I've got your slides open right now, but you see a low point drain. Your radio antenna. Big scare light out there for at night. Here's your ladder to go up and walk your roof. Check your seams, caulk accordingly. The unit is also prepped for a Furrion backup camera should you decide to purchase one from our store. It's a device that sits on the dash of the tow vehicle, giving you a backup camera for this unit. Around the unit here, that hole there when the slide is closed is your spare tire manual crank. There's that freshwater drain I was telling you about. Come around, big sliding awning. Around here to your campsite, you got your outdoor speakers. And this will open up, hold it top with magnets. For your grill, simply pull this out, place this top on. Here's your cord for your connect on your grill. So connect here on the bottom and come right down here to your quick connect LP. There's also a low point drain right here. Another handle if you want to run things down up underneath here. Because out here in your storage outside, you have a central vacuum. Lift that up, put your hose, battery test or tire pressure regulator monitor, and also a television. Simply pull this out, lift up on this, and that'll bring it the rest of the way out. Once she's all the way out, you can turn it. And your outdoor TV. Lift the lock. Push it back in. Make sure your cables are tucked in. For a spare propane tank. Your battery connection will be up here. Check your battery terminals now and then. Make sure nothing's loose. Your landing lights. And back around to your docking station. That about covers everything on the outside. Let's go take a look on the inside. Alright, coming up inside your unit, first thing I want you to take notice of is where the fire extinguisher is. Make sure that you and everyone that's camping with you knows that the fire extinguisher is by the entry doorway in case of an emergency. Close your door here. Coming around to the right, well, actually as soon as you walk in the doorway at the bottom, just want to show you your access panel. To your fuse box and breaker box, you got a big variety in there, 5, 7.5, handful of 15s, a 10, and a 20. So I highly recommend having a handful of those with you when you go camping. Pick those up in our store. Let us walk on down this wall here. Control panel. You have a manual one up here, or a control panel one here. Up here you can bring in slides in and out, awnings in and out, or you can do it all from here. Simply touch slide, bring it in or out. I have them all out right now. I'll show you how to bring them in when we come back. Real quick, here's the ceiling light. Oh, we'll start at the top. Here's where you check your tanks. Your new battery, all of your water tanks and black and gray tanks are empty. Here's where you turn on your water pump if you're hooked up to potable water. Here's where you hook up your water heater if you're hooked up to electricity, and here's where you turn it on if you're hooked up to gas. The rest of these are all lighting. Slides in and out. You can do the same thing down here. You can do your awning in and out from here. Your leveling, your lighting, shut it all on and off through here, or your slides. Below that's your max air vent. You'll open your vent and then set your speeds. To the right of that, your thermostat. Go from off to a low fan, to air conditioning, low or high, or heat. Just set it at the desired temperature. Shut everything off. Below that's some lighting for your pantry. This switch here is for your fan. And below that your inverter. Shows you where your power source is coming from. Coming on the side of your island, you do have 110 with GFCI reset on here. And down at the bottom is your 12 volt carbon monoxide detector. The reason I mention this 12 volt is because it's always running off your battery. So if you're going to be gone for the day, use your battery disconnect. Keep this from running your battery down. Self-explanatory microwave. Coming down to your stove. Simply turn it to light. Get your freehand spark when your gas is on. That'll light right up for you. Same thing down here with your stove. Turn it here to hit light. Coming to your TV. Just pull up on the switch right here. TV pops right up. Remotes are in the drawers. Your freehand sound system. Fireplace. They're not just for looks anymore. Sure, I can change the color several different ways and times, but the biggest thing is your heat. So if you're somewhere you're camping where it's a little cooler, instead of using your gas, go ahead and crank the heat up on this thing and it'll warm it up here in no time. Do you have a couple of 110s next to your couch? A storage ottoman. I'll show you quickly how to set up your sofa as a bed. Put the ottoman out of the way. The back cushions are velcroed on. Simply remove those. I like to stand in the middle. Gives you good leverage. Lift it up, open your legs, pull it toward you. Sit down the back, and just that quickly, you have your bed. Reverse the process to put everything back. Lift up the back, stand in the middle. Like I said, just gives you good leverage. Hold that down. Put your cushions back. Next to your sofa here, over here on this side, you do have a couple of USB ports. In your theater seating here, power recliners, open or close. You can turn on a cup light, massage, or heat. Your dinette. You have some storage there, and pull this piece out. Your vacuum, all you simply do is lift that and vacuum everything in. Coming into your bathroom, do you have a slide control for this bathroom slide right here in the bathroom? And your lighting and fan. Coming in the bedroom, do you have your freehand TV in here as well? If you want to unattach this from the from the bracket, simply pull down on these black handles. You have your own thermostat back here as well, with your own AC duct and antenna. Crank it to the left for travel, to the right when you get at the campsite. That about covers everything on the inside. Let's go ahead and close this up and act like we're leaving the campsite. First off, you want to take this ottoman and store it right here on the end in between the slides. And then you want to make sure that nothing else is going to hinder these slides from coming in or out. Your television. I'll show you how to put that back down. You just press down on top. And lock yourself down in there. Now, I'd like to go through and shut off all the lights first. You can turn most of them off from in here. But a lot of them are hand touch or individual lights somewhere else. So you're going to want to walk around your unit and shut off all the lights. Bedroom back here is your washer and dryer. There's access to your water source as well. Motion sensor lighting. There's a couple fold up chairs for your dining room table. Now I've gotten all the lights shut off. I'm going to go ahead and run the slides in. I'm going to leave the living room lights on so you can see what I'm doing here. So I'm going to go up top here. Start with slide number 3, which happens to be your kitchen slide. I'll run all these slides in and we'll head on out of here. So we've got our slides all in. When closing this step here, you want to make sure that your exterior door is open all the way. This is strut assisted. As you see, I'm not even holding it right now. Lift it up into the doorway. Close your exterior door. Lock and deadbolt your door. Lift this handle. Turn it. And your door's covered. You're going to come right back here. You can open up this low point drain. You're going to come around to your off camp side here. Well, that's the low point drain over there. You come to your hot water heater. You can bleed the lines out and remove your hot water heater plug. Be careful, that water is going to be hot. And you come up front, hook up your hitch, hit retract all. That's going to bring up all your stabilizing jacks. Unhook your power, unhook your water, and head on up to the dump station. At the dump station, you can take the sewage hose, comes in the convenience pack. You're going to hook it up right here. And come back here, and you're going to pull your black handle. Now, after it sounds like the sewage is no longer draining, you're going to go ahead, hook up the hose at the docking station to your water pressure regulator again, and hook it up to the tank flush valve. Go ahead and run that for about 5 minutes. What this is going to do is it's going to spray out your black tank, get all that nastiness out of there. Make sure you leave this handle open while you do it. After a few minutes of that, 5 minutes I'd say, go ahead and unhook your hose, close your black handle, pull your gray handle. Listen for that to be done. Close that one and pull your other gray handle. Now those are going to be cleaner waters, your sinks and showers. Just clean your sewage hose out for you. Store your sewage hose conveniently away somewhere sanitary, and you're good to hit the road. Again, we thank you for your purchase. We hope you enjoy this Northpoint for many years to come. Happy camping.